Welcome acolytes, today I am reacting to the video of Ref Says Desu. Nijisanji Defenders launched desperate smear campaign. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually wanted to commentate on it, but for F's sake, I just cannot keep up with the freaking machine that is Ref with those things. This is just insane how quick he actually gets to do the things he's doing. So I'm just gonna submit and say, yep, you won. And yeah, but by the way, Ref, I'm just gonna say it's his fault. He somehow infected me with weebery. And what is this? This is a sickness where you just become a weeb slowly but surely. Wink, wink. But yeah, I actually got a recommendation from YouTube, and it's Destiny Dynamics. And I never knew I want to see this stuff, but now, let's just say, for some reason, I just want to see it. So there's that. That's how probably Ref somehow infected me with the weebery. I don't know what. Okay, but now all in all, yes, I'm gonna just let it be. Nijisanji Ref does it way better than I ever could, so I'm just gonna let it be and just react to his stuff. And yeah, let's just, by the way, if you like my content, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, press the notification button, and let's start.
So today we have another round of Nijisanji related drama to cover, this time involving both Nijisanji the company as well as a portion of their fan base, in particular their most loyal defenders. Now before we get into that stuff, let me remind you that there is 10...
Oh my effing god, this... Yeah, there are still loyal defenders of this... bullshit. I'm actually quite surprised. Wait, am I surprised? No, not really. I'm not surprised. No, it's fine. Oh, he has plushies. Well, not my kind of... Ah! The left one looks cute. This I don't particularly... okay. But as it is, let's just go in and see Nijisanji create special battle.
Moving forward, there's been a lot of backlash with Nijisanji EN. I think we're all aware of that. And it's been showing in a lot of the recent events on their official YouTube account. You can see their recent Mario Kart special battle getting a very heavy amount of dislikes, over 50% dislikes on this event. The event itself getting attacked by people, but also this promotional post. Now you look at this, it seems pretty innocuous, right? Like, what is the issue with this post that has so many people making fun of it? Well, if you check out the graphic here, it is, of course, captioned with congratulations, a misspelling of congratulations. Now, yes, of all the things being mad about towards Nijisanji EN about, this is one of the more lighter things, but it just goes to show they're not really checking anything they're posting.
Yeah, this is, by the way, if it's someone like me who where my third language is actually English, and I'm basically doing it because I am a masochistic Souls player, and I actually like to suffer instead of doing the two languages I almost... yeah, I actually speak both fluently, but no, this for a small guy or a small firm that actually does things themselves, that's one thing. But a company, that's a very different thing. And I personally would say this is embarrassing, very embarrassing. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even, right now, I expect everything. I literally got someone arguing with me in one of my videos that his favorite creator can literally go back in time, argue, or he can argue against my points, go back in time, freaking argue against them, and then come back so he can actually, so the commenter can argue about that he already answered my questions 4 months ago. Even I made a video about it, or commented about a video that the creator himself made 5 days ago. So literal fucking time travel arguing here. So after this commenter, you know what? I freaking see that there are enough people that are stupid enough to actually defend a corporation. A big corporation that actually does stuff like that. So I'm done. I'm like, okay.
And also, they pay people to make these posts. And the fact that this slipped through for a big event for Nijisanji EN is pretty embarrassing. And people like False ID would point this out, saying, congratulations. Reminder, Any Color hires Japanese high school students at minimum wage for their translations, which is true, by the way. So why would Nijisanji do that? Well, of course, they're trying to save money. They're paying these high school students less to do these translations than someone who is more qualified, and that's how you end up with mistakes like this. It's because Nijisanji and Any Color are cutting corners to save money.
Yes.
And you would see some replies. People were angry.
And they are cutting money, by the way, in my opinion at least. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, in the wrong corners.
About what False was saying. This person said in a now deleted tweet, dumbass, high schoolers can take commissions. Have you never seen people sell their art for less than what they're worth? Especially design commissions, where False would originally say, it's fine for a multi-billion-dollar company to pay less than people are worth is quite an argument. Do tell us more, which is very fair. That's a very weird way to defend Nijisanji. Basically, yeah, they can definitely pay people less than they deserve. Weird hill to die on. But this reply would lead down a very big rabbit hole.
Yep. No, Yes. Those people exist. Yep, they truly exist. And they think they are correct in arguing bullshit like that. So yes, true believers in their arguments. And I mean, the sheer grit in believing something like that. It's basically what, I think it was even Asmongold that said that you cannot argue with logic against someone that didn't come to their conclusion with logic at the first place. It's not directly what I said, but it's not one how he said. It's irrelevant. You know the point, and it's just damn so right. Damn. But yeah, it's fine. Those people.
So this user would say, getting into arguments with 40 follower accounts and quote tweeting to get your followers to dogpile them. Truly, you're a big man speaking truth to justice here. Now, of course, False would quote this saying in quotes, roll over and let us directly harass you, which I agree with this sentiment. I've never understood why people feel like because you have a small account on social media that people with larger accounts can't reply to you. It's very weird. If you're going to literally poke the bear with a stick here, don't be surprised when they reply back. You're allowed to have a discussion with someone if they have less followers than you. You're allowed to respond to their criticism, in this case that you directly put under one of his tweets. But you might be looking at this individual's name. False is friends with anti-vax lawyers. And you're thinking, what the hell is going on? Well, they did this intentionally, saying, change my name temporarily in case False decides to put me in his video. Of course, I don't think that's going to work. He's probably going to still put you in the video. But who are they referring to with this name? Well, they're referring to Legal Mindset, someone that a lot of Nijisanji defenders really dislike because he has been very critical of their organization and some of their livers as well. And that is something that they don't like. They don't like Legal Mindset for that reason. They don't like False ID for being critical of Nijisanji. It's pretty expected at this point. Now, of course, what's the proof of Legal Mindset being anti-vax? Well, they said this. He's got videos ranting about vaccine mandates, among other videos ranting about critical race theory, paranoia about social justice people censoring anime boobs, etc. Like, whoa, buddy, I'm already subscribed. You don't have to sell me twice on this guy. But in all seriousness, like, that's your proof of him being anti-vax, the fact that he talked about vaccine mandates, a lawyer talking about something like that that's pretty relevant to him? That's pretty ridiculous. Not only you're claiming he's anti-vax, you're saying that people can't even associate with him anymore. That's an extreme take on someone simply talking about these mandates. But moving forward, you can see they're making a lot of reaches. Right here saying ableist slur in the replies, respectable lawyer. And what Legal Mindset says in this screenshot is spurg. They're trying to say he's an ableist in saying a slur when he used the term spurg. That wouldn't be the only reach they would do. They would do another one here saying this. Also, his Discord, referring to false ID, is apparently targeting people over the objective fact that people on 4chan use the term Niji-sister as a substitute for a racial slur, not simply disagreeing or making fun of them, naming and smearing people with a much smaller reach than false. Yes, this is an issue that people are talking about right now. They are trying to claim that the term Niji-sister is a substitute for a racial slur. And we would see this in this tweet that would get over 1,000 likes with a screenshot of false using the term sisters, referring to Niji-sisters, saying, I shouldn't be the one to have to tell anyone this, but the term sisters is a ban evasion version of a racial slur usually used for Nijisanji fans. Although sisters, as a stand-in, is also another way of shaming women for their interests. Don't use them. And of course, they turn the replies off. Now, this is complete misinformation. Niji-sister is just simply a term that people use for the strongest Nijisanji defenders, and it's meant nothing else. Nobody on Twitter right now is using the term Niji-sister to be racist or to in any way try to use a substitute for a slur. I think people trying to say slurs would just use slurs and they wouldn't call you a Niji-sister. Like, let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
And this idea that this spooky 4chan history, all of a sudden, it's now this slur, it's always been, is again a lie. And you would see people just believing anything at face value. I'm pretty sure you could convince someone that VTweeter is a 4chan originating slur if you just tell them that, because they'll just accept it because they don't question anything. They just accept it because it looks good for their virtue signaling campaigns. And you can see Curry Renji here making a similar point, saying there are people out there right now outright believing that Niji-sister is somehow equivalent to a racial slur and are losing their minds. Hilarious and in equal measure, incredibly stupid. See, these people down here, a lot of them are from the VTubing scene. Some are VTubers themselves, and they just, it's like a switch. All of a sudden now, they genuinely believe that Niji-sister is some kind of a slur. And if you look here, here's some examples. Last retweet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. There is the probability. There is a chance that it is some kind of slur, because at the end of the day, a slur is... it's not necessarily the thing you think it is all the time. It is what it is. But, I mean, for F's sake, they are reaching quite a bit. Yeah, the reaching here is quite prevalent, let's just say it like that. It is there. It is definitively there. But yeah, yeah.
Take note, might be time to retire the Niji-sister names, y'all. This person expressing their discomfort and disappointment in themselves for previously using the term Niji-sisters. This person saying, I'm seriously so sorry I've been saying this. I think as a collective, we truly didn't know that what they were implying. Forgive me if I hurt anyone when I used it before. And I'm so sorry to the POC fans and friends. Here's another one from the VTuber journalist Ducky, laying another wet fart here, saying, I first saw this term floating around 12 to 18 months ago. Whether the slur came first or the safe version was hijacked doesn't matter. I never liked the term, and I'm glad its origins back to at least 2021, thanks to Fyro driving into the fray, have come out. And I see two people here that I definitely respect in terms of their knowledge of VTubers and the VTubing scene, Kyo and Kenny here, and their response, I think, sums up all of the very easy criticism of these claims that people like Ducky are making. So Kyo says this might just be one of the dumbest things I've read in a while. No one is using Niji-sisters on Twitter is even remotely aware of its, in quotes, origins. It's the Niji version of Hollow Bros at this point. It's what people call die-hard Niji fans. And Kenny says, this just feels like an attempt to smear people using a term which has been used to describe a group they're a part of for a good while now without any issues. Like, almost nobody is using it now in the context being ascribed to it by Ducky here. Like, even if what these people are saying is true, that it had some origin as a slur on places like 4chan or something like that, the overwhelming use that we see on Twitter, nobody is trying to use it in any sort of a disparaging way as a racial slur. People are just using it to describe not just Nijisanji fans, the hardest Nijisanji fans. It's a particular subset, the people who will go to bat for Nijisanji no matter what their company does. That's what the term Niji...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I will say this. If you actually... I would say it's a slur nonetheless. Why? Because being a Nijisanji fan is so extremely stupid that if somebody says that you are a Nijisanji fan, it could be a slur. Just because it basically implies that you're an extremely stupid person. Okay, I'm overreaching here, clearly not, but it's just, yeah, I agree. Probably nobody truly. I also don't think that that the use of the word is basically only as a slur. It's just a weak-minded defense that, well, comes up a lot of the times nowadays. It's just it's a extreme reach. It's
Niji-sister has always meant, and people are so quick to completely change their viewpoint on this term just because someone said so on Twitter, and the source is just trust me, bro. But that's gonna do it for this video. A very strange set of drama involving the Nijisanji community, but that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys.
Well, thank you, Ref, again. He does the freaking news of Nijisanji just so on, and I just cannot get along with Twitter. It's just impossible for me. Yeah, but as it is, good night.